6:32 and we're back on trail. We've got to climb out of Imp campsite. In fact, we've made it maybe 10 metres and Charge is having to take his warm layer off because he knows what's coming. It's gorgeous out here. I'm just standing on a slab of granite. There is granite everywhere. Great night at the Imp campsite last night. The cool temperatures, oh, you slept so well. There are a few people staying there. Some people had taken 2 days to get there. We thought we'd gone really slow. And they're going, oh, you guys came such a long way so quickly. 13 miles, wow. 13 miles in New Hampshire of the Wildcats and Carter Dome is clearly a good effort. A bunch of kids came in at about 5:30, about 10 kids. Nice kids, really, really nice kids. Happy noises, respectful. Helped one of the women pitch her tent. This young man just piled in and pitched her tent for her. Yeah, it was a really pleasant evening. Woke early, about 4:30, because the sun comes up really early here. But we slept until 5:30-ish, and we're hitting the road bright and early. I'll come back to Charge for plans, but basically we'll be climbing and then going down and then climbing and then going down. And today we're going to drink a lot of water because I think yesterday there was a bit of dehydration going on. So that's the plan. Been climbing up slabs of granite like this for the last wee while with these cairns on the top, and New Hampshire mountains, the whites and the presidentials behind us. Amazing. What you doing up there, Flash? I mean Charge. I'm confused, clearly.
You're down there.
And you're up there.
And that's only about 5 metres away. And I've got to go all the way here.
Oh, goodness. That's a lot of rock.
Yeah.
You can't tell from my camera, but it's a lot. You could have faith in the grip in your shoes. You could have faith in your arms and the poles. And you could have your hands free from your poles so that you can quickly grab stuff to hang on to if you feel yourself sliding or you need to boost yourself up. Or, as I did yesterday, if you're going downhill, sit on your bum and slide down the rock. Lots of bogs up here. Lots of climbing, lots of granite, lots of bogs. Ooh, the magic Snickers bar. Hey, Charge. I know, Snickers, they're magic. Isn't this beautiful?
Tough.
How are your knees?
Throbbing.
Yeah, we've been coming down a long way, haven't we?
Yeah, we've done close to 2 miles downhill. And when we say downhill, it is so steep, rock to rock to rock. Someone described it as a staircase built for giants.
Yeah, and it's just that dropping down to a big step that jars your knees over and over and over. That's really hard, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we're just got beautiful water that we've just refilled. We're having a big drink, a snack. I'm actually going to sit down for a second. My knees are on fire. But this is, if I just go back to where we came from, which is kind of up. You can't see it. It's up up. There's a staircase all the way up there. It's gorgeous, really gorgeous, but slow going. This is Rattle River. We've been climbing down for a long time, and we obviously get to cross it and carry on. It's beautiful down here. Charge was just saying, oh, the Rattle River shelters along here a bit further. And we're having a conversation about, gee, I wonder how far off trail the Rattle River shelter is. Well, unusually, very unusually, it's actually right on trail, just right there. Might take a moment to use the conveniences. And then this happened. Wow, what a treat. A beautiful day and a bit of lovely flat trail to ease our knees after the agony of the last few hours. So we're marching along, it's called the Rattle River Trail, I think, which is part of the Appalachian Trail. And wow, it's beautiful. That's a big hole. Best I walk around it. And just when you're least expecting it, you pop out of the woods and end up doing a bit of a road walk. This is an action shot of Charge taking Advil for his knees. We've just had a conversation about how sore our knees are. The climbs we've got this afternoon aren't as high as the climbs we've had in the last day and the climbs that we've climbed down from this morning. So it's still going to hurt our knees, but the last 24 hours or so have been particularly, I don't know what the right word is, Charge. They've been particularly steep.
They haven't invented a word yet.
No. So we're walking down the road, and what we're looking for are white blazers, just to make sure that we're in the right place, and I know we are. And then it will tell us when we get to duck into the woods. But it's hot out here when we get out from under the trees, so I'm looking forward to getting back into the cool of the woods. We've got 500 feet to climb. I'm just looking at that really large slab of rock, and that summarises a bit of what's been going on today. Also does that bug that's flitting around in front of my camera. Very buggy. Oh my goodness me. That's really steep up there. You can't tell, but it really, really is. We're nearly there, Joe. Not long now. Still climbing savagely. In fact, We need somewhere to sit down. This climbing is really rough. We're probably 2.5 miles from camp, and I can't wait. Trident Coal campsite, about 14.5 to 15 miles down. The next campsite is 5 miles away, which is a minimum of 3 hours, and that doesn't work for us. So we're going to call it early-ish. We started early though. We've been walking for a long time, and we've both got really fatigued legs. The climbing and the jumping down and using different muscles has been really difficult. There you go, I'll turn it around. It's been really difficult today. Forgotten how hard some of this stuff was. And we are ready. It's about 3:30 to pitch our tent and put our feet up and rest our feet and legs. Have a good sleep. Have a cup of tea and get ready to do more of it tomorrow. The temperature's good now, but it has been quite hot. The bugs have been terrible. And wow, New Hampshire, it's a whole new world when it comes to hiking up here. It's really hard. All the granite, all the climbing. I've sat my bum and slid down a number of walls of stone today. But we're here, we're in one piece, and I'm really looking forward to getting that tent pitched. So the upside is we've got here, In Charge has found us somewhere to pitch our tent. The downside is there's this gang of Boy Scouts who are going to make a lot of noise. But we've taken ourselves as far away from that as possible, and we're just going to pitch our tent, do us, and have a really good sleep. It's 6:07 a.m. and we are back on trail. I have sprayed my headband with 100% DEET because the mozzies here are the size of aeroplanes and make loud buzzing noises in my ear all day. As I've said, a lot of climbing, a hard day, but that's what New Hampshire and Maine are all about. They're a big physical challenge. I'm feeling a bit nervous about today, but we'll be okay, one step at a time. Come back to charge later. He's charging, but the temperature's fantastic. Nice and cool. And the mountains are high. This is one of these moments where you've got to work out whether you get your feet wet and muddy that side, or whether you climb through the undergrowth and get your feet wet and muddy that side. We're trying to get over there. It's the 5 mile mark, and we've just stopped for a snack and an emergency chocolate bar. Tough going today, as every day, but very marshy and swampy. Not so much rock climbing this morning, but I've had to put my glasses on because the bugs are so bad. They're lodging themselves in my eyeballs, and I currently have a mosquito kind of lodged in each eye. Don't usually hike with my glasses on because I can see perfectly well from distance. I really need them for reading, and they're progressive lenses, so they can change my perspective a bit when I'm climbing, or particularly when I'm going down. But the bugs are so bad, I've had to put them on. 5 miles from the border to Maine, and I'm pretty excited about getting over there. If I just zoom up, well, I don't zoom up, I just pan up to right up above tree line. There's a big mountain up there. It's about 3,650 feet. It's called Mount Success, and that's what we're about to climb. So when I come up to a bit of rock like this, I just stand here and try and work out how you get up it. Where's the path you take? What are things you can hang on to? Where you put your feet? Where can you put your hands? And there's a bit of green on there, so it's a bit slidey. So need to bear all of that in mind. It's hard going. Hey, little guy. The top of Mount Success. It's just layers and layers of mountains. And finally, in the middle of another rough day of hiking, it's the New Hampshire Maine state line. Hooray. So
We've done 1,908 miles. We have 282 miles to go.
and how many states have we got
We've
left
done
to go?
13 states.
And you are currently standing in the...
I'm right in between, got one foot in each.
1 foot in New Hampshire, 1 foot in Maine. I'm not sure what to expect from Maine, but if it's anything like New Hampshire, it's going to be a workout charge.
And that sign's old because it's 1,917 miles to Springer, plus another 9.
Oh, the approach trail.
I'm not letting that approach trail go. Yeah.
Good to be here, but gotta say, I'm exhausted.
I'm hoping that Maine is going to be a little bit nicer than the last 3 days. New Hampshire, that's been the 3 hardest days we've had.
Yeah, they've been really tough. Okay, photo time. Charge is taking his pack off because we can't fit through the rock gap. We've just come down that, and we've got to get down that. Okay, my pack's coming off. Let's come to this. Got my bug net on. The bugs are absolutely awful. So I'm bug netting up. Charge and I've got 3.8 miles to go.
I can correct you.
What?
3.5.
Oh, 3.5 is fantastic. Today has been physically really challenging. We've had some really mentally challenging climbs to try and navigate. But we've got the biggest one tomorrow because I was talking about how we're going to do Musa Mahusik Notch today. Well, we're not. We're doing it tomorrow and the big mountain. But we've made it to Maine. We're going to get to our camp, I'd say in 2.5 to 3 hours, which will make it probably a 12-hour day. This is not for the faint-hearted. That's for sure. Okay, I'm up next. It's a different kind of entrance to a shelter. I'm so glad it's here. Our home for the night. Got our tent pad. We're going to erect the tent, make our beds, do all that stuff while we can still move. Because once we sit down, I'm not sure I'm going to stand back up again.